Now jumping right in.
Good afternoon, Las Vegas.
So the topic of the day is Indiana versus Mississippi.
Let's talk about it.
Now, I'm not sure if you guys are aware or if you've listened to our podcast title Hunted, where we were talking about Rasheem Carter. Now, Rasheem Carter, he went missing on October 2nd last year. And he was last seen on camera, his family submitted a photo that they were given showing Rasheem in the woods with his shirt off, carrying like a log or something. His mother clearly saw that he was in distress. Now, before they even found him, which they didn't find him until a month later, November 2nd. But before all this took place, he called his mother during what was going on and everything, and she said that he was like being, people were chasing him.
He sounded in distress.
And not only that, he specifically told her
what was going on.
Right, and who was involved.
Facts.
So, he clearly let his mother know that there was a disagreement between his employer and two other guys that was employed with the company. Mm-hmm. He clearly told his mother. Now, if you're being chased, you are going to know that you're being chased.
Period.
Because it's not that he didn't know what was going on. He clearly knew that his life was in danger. So all he can think of is to call his mother. Now, right. Who's to say he didn't call the police?
Did they give any of that information?
Who's to say that they, just because it's obvious this whole case been swept under the rug.
Yes.
And we got to understand, in Jackson, Mississippi, we have to know that the community is small, so everybody know, everybody.
Everybody. Know everybody.
Exactly. So, explain to me how a person, I don't care who it is, a person get a phone call. Another person they know is in distress, telling them, hey, look, this person is trying to attack me, telling the whole story. He even went as far to say, if something happened to me, let the police know that this person did it.
Right.
Okay. Right. So to me, that's where the case started.
Right.
Regardless of if they found a body or what the situation is.
Because he was still in his right mind when he said this.
He was definitely in his right mind. And when you see the picture that was given to the family, you can clearly see that his shirt was off, and he definitely doesn't look like a normal person in the woods.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
But this man wasn't found for a whole month later, and it was just a small distance away from where the picture, the photo was taken. So, was there an officer even dispatched out to the location to even check? Did they ever look?
Couldn't
have. Okay. So, moving on. We have Scotty Morris. Scotty Morris is from Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
2 different locations, I understand. But I just want to bring some attention to,
The things going on out here.
These cases. Because we have a 14-year-old normal teenage boy. Okay, 14 years old. And obviously, he has some type of disagreements with his parents. And you know how normally, when you watching movies and you see when a kid run away, the police like, oh, okay, yeah, is there any reason they would have ran away? And,
Yeah.
Okay, clearly he was having a disagreement with his parents. They obviously had wrote on a T-shirt, he's a liar, he's a cheater, and he likes to hurt his younger brother. Okay?
So, okay, a form of punishment.
Form of punishment.
Mm-hmm.
And then they went as far as to make him take a picture and post it on social media. Right? Later on, he was spotted on the home camera leaving the premises of the home at his own will, no distress, with the backpack.
Okay.
14-year-old boy. So, to me, that's clear signs of a runaway. But we have all these different jurisdictions of law, and I'm not knocking. Listen, Indiana, great job, because they jumped right on it. They got everybody looking, and just in case.
Indeed.
And they're criticizing the parents because they're in disagreements on the actions of the parents after the son went missing. But this is a 14-year-old child. 14 though, rebellious.
Right.
I don't know personally what kind of kid he is, but it's obvious the parents do. But there's a full investigation going on right now. And we have different jurisdictions of law enforcement out looking for this kid. Now, granted, this is a white 14-year-old boy.
Okay.
Now, going back. Rasheem Carter.
Right.
His mother called the police department and explained to them that her son called in distress and went on to tell her that the person that he was employed with, was in pursuit of him. And that they were trying to kill him. He specifically told his mother these words. And, the bravery of this kid. Because 25 years old, he's a kid as well, But he is an adult. But he clearly made the phone call to his mother and let her know what was going on.
Right.
He clearly told his mother he knew that somebody was trying to hurt him. His mother immediately hung up the phone and called the police. Immediately. She was given a photo. Now, we all know those cameras record video.
Yes, they
So
do.
where's the investigation into the video? And why is that not being shown? At least to the family. The only explanations that's being given is we didn't see anyone else on the video. But this is clearly a case. It should have been a case that day, and it should have been law enforcement out at least one car to go check. Just to go check. And he's found right just a little ways down.
Dismembered, nonetheless.
Right, but his body is scattered all over. Now, we all know animals are not able to dismember a whole body. And there would be clear signs of that. Now, the law enforcement never said that there was teeth marks. Nothing.
Claw marks.
Claw marks. No, nothing.
Chunks missing.
But they did say that his head was found severed and separate away from his spinal cord. Now, you have to understand that it takes a lot to sever a head from the spinal cord on a full body
in the
Come on now. The only reason that there's not an investigation is because it's being covered up, first of all. And everybody knows that they still support the Ku Klux Klan in the Mississippi areas.
Yes,
they literally still have signs telling you what areas to go to and what areas you're not allowed at.
Yes. I don't know why people are comfortable with that. I have no idea. Like it just really bothers me.
So, I mean, I just don't understand what the difference is as far as, if somebody calls the police and say, "Hey, listen, this person called me, they said they was in this area and that somebody was chasing them." You mean to tell me that they don't send officers out for that? I mean, maybe I'm getting something confused.
I guess not in Mississippi. That's for sure.
So what has to be going on for an officer to actually come out?
I mean, what do they have to tell you? I mean, what? Set themselves on fire? I mean, come in there at gunpoint?
I'm trying to figure it out.
You know what I mean?
You need more than one caller, probably.
Help! You know what I'm saying? I'm serious.
So you have to think. It's like, why did he call his mother? Why didn't he call the cops, right?
But what if he did?
What if he did?
What if he did?
What if he called him and they pretty much told him to go to hell?
Just hung up. The moment he said his location.
Small county.